And we are live. There's Paul in the background. Say hi.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, man. Welcome. And it's Friday. We have our secret real estate guy back there. He actually does all of our secret real estate deals. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. Number one, you can tell by the shirt, it's Friday, which means, we survived another week of the government trying to make us poor and totally confuse the hell out of all of us. So, congratulations on that, folks. Today is a day to reflect back on the good old days when women were men and men were women and just, oh wait, no, when men were men and women were women. Did I say that right? It's Friday, hell with it. So, what's going on in cryptocurrency this week? All right, today. My friends, have no fear. Crypto is here. All right. There are people out there in the mainstream. I was listening to Bloomberg this morning, and they're like, oh, Bitcoin's down a little bit. The retail price is down. I can't tell you, my friends. I cannot tell you how, if people knew how many people were buying over the counter right now. It is at hardly anyone is actually buying on Coinbase. Hardly anyone is buying on Kraken. Hardly any retail. The general public has been frightened away from cryptos, or they've tried to. The big players, and when I say big players, I'm including Russia, Japan, China. We have countries, El Salvador. We have countries that are literally purchasing Bitcoin off of over-the-counter deals that don't show up in the retail price numbers. Why would they? And I had people that are like, well, you tell those countries to go on the retail. Well, why would they? Why would they when they can get more Bitcoin cheaper going to over the counters and miners directly? Now, I'll tell you this. Russia and many other countries are mining for Bitcoin. Don't let anybody fool you. There are governments and electric companies that are have you seen the hash rate of Bitcoin lately? Wow. The miners are making out like bandits, and the countries are realizing it. Because you have to understand. Now, some of you may look at this as a bad, all right? The transaction fees on Bitcoin are going up. And everyone's like, oh no, the transaction fees on Bitcoin are going up. Do you know what that means? That means the average transaction amount is going up. It's just what I just said. Retail is not pushing the market anymore. When a transaction fee is the highest one I've seen was 6 Bitcoin for one transaction. Now, you hear that and go, oh my God, that's incredible. That's a lot of that. Who would pay that? Somebody buying $100 million worth of Bitcoin on the private market and paying $120,000 fee to get it. It's what I've been telling you guys. While all of us are, not me, no, hopefully not you, while all of us are like, oh my God, the price has dropped down to whatever the hell it is right now. I don't even know.
It's like 26 this morning.
Find out in a second. $26.6. All right. Yep. The price dropped to $26.6. That's an opportunity. Think like a rich person. Don't think like a poor person. When you think like a rich person, you get excited when the price goes down on a commodity that you're going to hold for the next 20 years. Right? Think of the Bitcoin as a classic car. Right? If you go to your classic car dealer and you're like, you know what, I want to buy a Model T, or I want to buy a 1969 Camaro, and you walk in and the guy goes, and I got bad news. Oh my God, what's the bad news? The price of the car went down. What? The price of the car went down. Okay. Why is that bad news? Because now you have to pay less for the car that you're going to buy and probably keep in the garage for the next 30 years. What? So how is that bad news? Don't think like a poor person. Think like an investor. Think like all right, look at the asset you're going to buy. All right. And look at the amount of time that you plan on utilizing the asset. Let's say the asset you want to buy is bananas. Right? You're going to use that within a week. So you look at the price and go, well, I know I'm going to buy more bananas next week. And the price went up a little bit. You know, okay, I want some bananas. But when you purchase your wife's wedding ring, right, you better not be looking at, well, I'm going to buy another wedding ring here in about a week or so. You know, it's the timeline of the asset. Now, if you're a trader, odds are you're probably not trading Bitcoin unless you're a big money trader. Then you got to look at liquidity, your enter, your exit strategy, all that. But when if you're doing this right, the Bitcoin you buy today, you'll own for the rest of your life. Because, and this is why, because in the future, and actually right now, you can leverage that Bitcoin and you can borrow against it. If you're looking at Bitcoin as, you know, hey, I'm going to buy some Bitcoin and I'm going to go shopping with it, and that's fine too. But that will be the Lightning Network. That's going to be your wallet, right? Your Lightning wallet or your Exodus or whatever. But you're safe at home. Think about it like, remember, be your own bank. So let me roll out. Let's imagine there was no Bitcoin and there were no banks, and everyone had to hold their own cash. Right? So you wake up in the morning. You're like, okay, today I'm going shopping at the store. I got to swing over and get some gas. So you go to your safe, right? That's your CALIX Solutions laptop. And if you don't know what a crypto-only laptop is, click the link under here and check out CALIX Solutions crypto laptop. That's your safe, right? You'd go to your safe and you go, okay, well, I need about $150. So you open your safe and you count out $150. Then you close your safe, lock it, spin the wheel, and off you go. You put the cash in your wallet. That's your Lightning wallet. You go out, you go get some gas, voila, there you go. That's if there was no Bitcoin and only cash, but no banks. That's the be your own bank if there was no Bitcoin and there were no banks and you were literally being your own bank? You'd have your safe and you'd have your pocket money, right? This is, but now we have Bitcoin, right? Because now you can see the price of the Bitcoin go down and go, oh, I'm going to get some more. That's like loading up your freezer with meat when meat goes on sale. You're going to freeze it in your meat safe, which is your freezer. And later on, when you want a T-bone or whatever, you pull it out, you cook it up, voila. So when the price drops, buy more. When it goes on sale, buy more. Right? And if you think it's going to go cheaper, don't make as large of a purchase as you would have if you thought it wasn't going to be cheaper next week. It's just common sense. This is how you become wealthy. Because now, in the future, right? Think about this. There will always be other currencies, right? One of them is, let me give you a real life application for the Divi project. All right. Let's say someone owns multiple clubs, right? And inside the club, one of the currencies that the club uses is the Divi coin, because we like the utility of the Divi wallet. And we value the master node structure of the Divi project. And we all run Divi nodes. So we verify transactions. Say one of the currencies inside the club is the Divi currency. So let's say that in the future you have the choice to get paid in Divi, right? And inside the club, we offer a discount to use the Divi wallet because we like the Divi project. And we like the utility of the app, and we like the structure of it. So you're like, okay, well, I want to buy some things up at the club. I think I'm gonna get paid out in some Divi. So you get 90% of your QR code sharing the app for the club payment, you get 90% paid out in Bitcoin, but you get the other 10% paid out in Divvy. And you take that 10% and you make your purchase at the club while it's on sale using Divvy. See, I had a conversation with a new member, and he was in my office and we're sitting there talking. And he's like, well, what do you think's going to replace Bitcoin? And I said, nothing's going to replace, Bitcoin. And he goes, well, I mean, it's not always going to be number one. And I go, yeah, it will. And he goes, no, I think another coin is going to replace it. And I said, well, let's talk about that. And he used the example of, well, I mean, look at Blockbuster Video. Blockbuster Video was number one. No one ever thought Blockbuster would be replaced. Then came Netflix. It was faster. It was better. And I said, brother, you're looking at this completely wrong. You're looking at the Bitcoin as a technological opinion on distribution. What Bitcoin is the video, the idea that Blockbuster is built on top of. Netflix made watching videos cheaper, but that's the equivalent would be Lightning Network. So Lightning Network on top of Bitcoin makes Bitcoin cheaper to use. But Blockbuster is also the Lightning Network. Because in the old days, see, Bitcoin is the idea. Bitcoin is the video, not the delivery of the video. Bitcoin is the idea. That's the difference. Nothing will ever pass up Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the idea, not the delivery method. See, no one holds the Bitcoin because it's super fast. No one holds the Bitcoin because it has all these extra features. Right? People hold Bitcoin because of the code, the idea of the code. That's the difference. Yes, exactly. Right. Bitcoin is the genesis. Yes. Now, Litecoin and Divi and all those are opinions of the idea. See, Charlie Lee had an opinion of the idea. The Divi Project has an opinion of the idea, so they put out the opinion. And some people agreed with the opinion. But it all resolves back to the idea. That's why see, remember, money is an illusion. Value is an illusion. Value is an opinion of value. Everything's an opinion. So I was explaining why the Bitcoin maximalists are wrong. See, the maximalists are looking at it from a technological point of view and not a human psychological point of view. You cannot be a maximalist of an idea. The idea will continue on, but people will have different opinions of the idea. So there will always be altcoins because there will always be alternative ideas and opinions. If you have two humans in a room, you have conflict at some point because of opinions. That's why maximalists are wrong. And the maximalist argument of, well, everything should be built on top of Bitcoin. What they don't understand is altcoins are built on top of Bitcoin. It's just at the idea level and not at the code interaction level. See, I'm talking at a deeper level than the maximalist. They're talking the code must interact with the Bitcoin blockchain and this and that. That's fine. But in reality, the altcoins do interact with the Bitcoin idea in the human perception of value. It's just a different opinion of the idea. See, this is what makes my show completely different than any other. Oh no! The price of Bitcoin's dropping. Because Not all shows, but a lot of shows, they're not, I don't want to call them stupid. They don't look at the original source. They are looking at a picture. They're looking at the illusion. And what I do is I go behind the illusion and I talk about why and how the illusion's created. Once you understand that, all of this makes sense. Maximalist, I'm over, but shit. Okay. If you want to hear more, click the link under here and go to Patreon. I'm going right over to Patreon right now. And I'm going to explain how the maximalists are basically Albert Einstein. You want to know how? Albert Einstein stopped at the atom level. Tesla went to the frequency level. That's the difference. Albert Einstein is here. Tesla explains what creates the atom. Join me on Patreon right under here. Click the link and let me explain you how maximists are the Einsteins. And it's not a compliment. Love you guys. See you on Patreon in about 10 minutes.